and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5. And for Moses Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, down low. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Green with a screen for Curry. Going inside, up and in on the layup.
Shooting might be Curry's calling card, but he has an incredible handle as well, and that allows him to get through the defense.
Now, here is Harden. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. That's a screen for Dunn. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And here are the Warriors now. Here's Curry. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Now here's Harden. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. Green with the block.
Wow, gritty defense from Draymond, showing how tough it is, and great timing on the rejection.
Curry passes to Butler. Tries from 7. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And for such a young player, Brandon Bajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Zubats. Done outside. Now Harden from downtown. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you better be right up on James Harden, or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Butler finds Bajemski. Curry against Harden. Green with a screen on Harden. Curry. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. The Clippers third, the Warriors fourth.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Powell to the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Zubac, such a towering presence, a guy who's capable of scoring through contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The free throw drops for Zubac. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Curry. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Averaging about 26 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Done outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Pajemski. Here's Jackson Davis. Outside Butler. Throws it up high.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Harden the pass to Zubac. Done outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from Zubac.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Clippers with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Pajemski with it, guarded by Powell. Pajemski's shot is good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Curry against Harden. Pass to Leonard. Steps back and fires. Rebound by Butler.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Leonard, and he gets it to go.
Kawhi like a robot out there, just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Right now, I've turned it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr, and I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You know what to do. Show us those moves. Let's go. Keep it going. You're on the screen.
Some numbers for Zubac. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Third in rebounding. And also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Now, here's Moody. No scoring in this one. Harden against Curry. Kicks it out to Jones. Nailed from three-point land. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Curry looking it over. Here's Jackson Davis.
Well, he can be as accurate with his playmaking. Curry making a major impact with moving the ball that way.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Here's Curry after the basket by Los Angeles. Over Harden. Curry's shot is off.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Now here's Powell. He's defended by Pajemski. 4 on the shot clock. Powell, the pass to Harden. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Here's Pajemski. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing with the drive. Excellent defense there from Zubac.
Zubac way up.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% to the floor. Some good looks. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Now on the court is your hot squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a free t-shirt? Donation. Let me hear you.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. Peyton, he's checked in for Brandon Bajemski. And Hield subbed in for Curry. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Clippers. Ben Simmons comes in for James Harden. Here's Butler. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Pass to Hield. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Buddy does such a great job of preparing his shot even before he gets the ball.
Leonard against Kuminga. And it's Leonard missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Hield can't hit. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Peyton. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Kuminga, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Amir Coffey's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Curry. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Simmons after the Warriors pick up 3. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Warriors trail by 8. 107 left to play in the first. Inside, here's Looney, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Simmons, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Warriors shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Hield the pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Curry outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
What a performance for Ivica Zubac. He's been the story for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovich out there with Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the 3. Simmons against Curry. Pass to Coffey from deep three-point land. Warriors with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive.
With David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent. I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's...
They'll bring it up for the Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. For 3, it's Curry. That time on the assist from Payton. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
The defense knocking down 80%.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And eventually every player, once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
They double team Curry. Takes it.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
Healed outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Back to Curry. Payton with a screen on down. Curry. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to post. And here is Payton. Healed outside. And the 3 off target. Clippers leading by 4. Jones for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jones has got 8 points.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Simmons against Curry. And Kuminga throws it down.
Ooh, that's impressive. Kuminga with the catch and the flush.
All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. He continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly. His game is going to continue to grow.
Hield finds Curry. Shot from free throw range. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got 19 points.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And he's checked in for Los Angeles. James Harden comes in for Simmons. And now let's find out which teams excelled from the free throw line in the season's second half. In third, the Warriors.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Done outside. Outside Leonard. Harden against Curry. Zubats with the screen for Harden. Shoots over Curry. Kicks it out to Jones. Dunn right side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Amir Coffey's checked in for Zubats. And so Dunn nails both of them. Warriors trail by 7. Now Curry. 19 points in the game. Butler kicks to Curry. Puts up a 3. Curry from 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Offensive rebound. Jones finds Leonard. There's the lob to the hoop, and Jones with the stuff.
Well, this is one of the reasons you can run the offense through Kawhi Leonard. He just makes good decisions.
Harden against Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Butler deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Oh, no, stopping.
In that motion right through contact.
Outside Leonard. Takes the 13-footer, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Now, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
And here is Moody.